Salveta. We pick it up this time in Book 16 of Samuel Clarke's Latin translation of Homer's Greek epic poem, the Iliad. And Achilles has not actually gone home after he threatened Agamemnon last time that he would do so, but he has told his men to stand down. In other words, not to fight. They're just going to hang out at the ships. They're not going to fight anymore. And because of that, because they were the best of the fighters, a lot of Greeks have been dying. And Achilles has kind of a second in command, a best friend, if you will, named Patroclus. And Patroclus at some point says, this is enough. He says, I understand you've got this beef with Agamemnon, but he says, we can't just let our fellow Greeks die because you're sulking in your tent. And he says, I'm just going to go ahead and put on your armor, and I'm going to go ahead and fight in your place. And so that's where we pick it up today. Book 16, lines 684 to 688. Patroclus autem equos, et automadentem exhortatus, Troianos et Lycios insequebatur, et magnum accepit malum demens. Patroclus, however, having stirred up the horses, and Automedon, who was his charioteer. So basically he got the horses ready, and he says to his charioteer, Automedon, hey, I need you to get ready because we're going to go out and fight. Having got all that stirred up and ready, he insequebatur Troianos et Lycios. He pursued the Trojans and the Lycians. And really, just like with the Greeks, there were many different groups of Greeks we mentioned who fought on the Greeks side. Same thing really for Troy. While Troy was the main opponent, there were other cities and groups of people around Troy who came to fight for Troy, and the Lycians were among them. So he pursued the Trojans and the Lycians, and, says Homer, in Clarke's translation here, magnum accepit malum, and he took on a great evil, being demens, being literally down from or out of his mind. That's where we get the word demented. This was a crazy scheme for Patroclus to take on. Quod si mandatum pelidae observaset, because if he had observed or followed the mandatum, the mandate, or the order of the son of Peleus, and that's Achilles, if he had done that, then certe effugisset fatum exitiale atrae mortis, then surely he would have escaped his exitiale fatum, his deadly fate of atrae mortis, of black death. So in other words, Homer is letting his readers or hearers know this guy's going to die. All right, so it's foreshadowed. This guy's going to die, and if he just obeyed his commander, it wouldn't have happened, but it's too late now. In fact, he goes on to explain. He says, sed semper Jovis validius consilium quam hominum, but always the consilium Jovis, the plan of Jove, or the plan of Jupiter. He says it is always validius, it is always stronger than, and it's implied again, the consilium, the plan of hominum. Hominum's a genitive plural coming out of third declension, and it's parallel to Jovis. So always the plan of Jupiter is stronger than the plan of human beings. So let's go back over that one more time. Patroclus, however, having stirred up the horses and Automedon, pursued the Trojans and the Lycians, and took on a great evil, being out of his mind. Because if he had observed or followed the command of the son of Peleus, he surely would have escaped his deadly fate of black death. But always the plan of Jupiter is stronger than the plan of men. Pretty sure we can see where this is going. Waleta.